From Ray, dear Andrew the Love Sponge, that I am going to legally change my name to Andrew the Love Sponge. What is your opinion on suicide and gaining heaven? This is a really good question. I'm not asking about myself or a depressed person. I mean in the context of end-of-life decisions when severely ill, such as do not resuscitate orders or leaving a medical directive for your family that you don't wish to be revived from a vegetative state or permanent comatose condition. I'm Episcopal like you and have fully accepted Christ, and having read The Great Good Thing, I have become even closer to God. I recently turned 70, and while in good health, I know such decisions probably await. So how do you believe God looks on such issues? Well, first of all, I think we have to separate a couple of things. The idea of a do not resuscitate order or a medical directive saying you don't want to be in a vegetative state, I don't think that there is any problem theologically with that whatsoever, because just because they invent a system that can keep you alive doesn't create an obligation in you to use that system. So if you are going to naturally die and you say, no, don't take it, what they call extraordinary measures to keep me alive, that's not suicide. That is absolutely just accepting what has now come upon your body. And I don't think that that is a theological problem. I really don't. If it's your decision. What really is a theological problem, and I have to be honest with you and tell you that I do not have a succinct answer to this. I'm a little soft on this subject, is people who are ill know that their illness is going to be fatal, know that it might bankrupt their family or cause their family all kinds of harm, and have committed suicide. I know, and somehow find a way to leave the stage in a nonviolent, peaceful way. I have known people who have done this. I have friends who have done this, and I've seen it done in hospitals where basically when all hope is gone, in almost any hospital in America, they will say to you, you know, we're going to increase the dosage of morphine. And what they mean is we're going to put the guy out of his misery. If the person is compos mentis and actually makes this decision with good reason, not because he's depressed, but because the end is nigh, the end has come, and he takes a couple of days off his life to save people some trouble or to save himself some pain, I have a hard time condemning that. I'm not the one who's going to make the final judgment. I know theologically, what is it from Hamlet, the everlasting is set as canon against self-slaughter. I know that theologically most churches don't agree. They compare it to abortion. I can't see that at all. I cannot see how killing an innocent baby who has no choice in the matter is the same as making the decision to end your own life in a terrible moment where you know it's over, when you know that this is the end. I'm not the one who's going to make the final decision. So it's really something you have to pray about, think about, read about, because when you will, after you make that decision, you will stand before the throne, and his judgment is going to be a lot more important than mine. You know what? I think I'm out of time, and I'm going to end there and just let the show take its natural end. I'm going to have a do not resuscitate order on the show. Really interesting emails, and I wish I had a more solid answer on that last one, but I've thought about it a good deal, and basically I just feel like life is so complicated, morality is so complicated, that really your own individual situation in that terrible, terrible moment is going to have to be your guide, that and prayer and reading your Bible and reading books about your Bible.